forward with it. So, firstly, I want to thank everybody for that was able to make it today. Thank you very kindly. Bongo, have you started recording?
Yep.
Okay. Now that the camera is rolling, let's get this underway. So this is the state of the unit. So what is that going to look like right now? We are going to go through each of the different J sections, including an explanation for why we no longer have one. And we are going to go over three primary principles. That's going to be what we've done, / problems we've recognized, where we're at, and what we intend to do in the coming months to the coming year. We're going to start off in order, so working our way down, J1, J3, J4, J5, and J6, at which point then we are going to hand it over to the owner and, in essence, command element. We're going to go over general scheme of maneuver items, and then we will initiate the town hall. Once the town hall has started, what is going to happen is you're going to ask your question, or you are going to request to speak in the text chat. You're going to be brought up, you're going to ask your question, and then you are going to leave the stage, at which point we will talk about it as a group. As you may have noticed, slow mode is enabled. Part of that is so that way we can actually see everybody's responses. Part of that is also because if something gets you excited, please don't lose your minds immediately. Again, we are willing to talk about certain things. So, with all of the rules and regs out of the way, let's begin. So, J1, head, Jack, not present. So I will speak for him real quick. J1, what we've been doing and problems we've recognized. Operations are as usual, meaning the upkeep of the Orbat, keeping up with the paperwork, ensuring that Discord and Orbat tags are up to date. As some people may have noticed, that isn't always done in a timely manner and sometimes has been missed altogether. What we've been doing is continuing to work on paperwork and efficiency and trying to rotate out who's doing what for what week as a means of making sure nobody gets burnt out doing all of the paperwork all the time. And that way, if anybody is missing, it's not all on one guy to keep it going. With that being said, J1's plans for the future. They are planning to implement an attendance parser to make attendance easier for the unit. What does that mean for you players? Nothing. It means you guys keep sitting pretty, doing what you do, show up to ops when you're able, make sure you're putting in your LOAs, and excuse me, make sure you are keep doing you, boo-boo. For NCOs, what does this mean for you? It means that the text that you use when you are putting in your attendance for your squad needs to be exact. So when you are putting in the attendance for your squad, you need to put out your person's full name. It will match that full name to the one on the Orbat, and then it will assign them their attendance score based off of what you write. Certain abbreviations will be allowed, for instance, NS for no show. Excused will likely be both excused or EXC. Attended or present will be counted as well. That being said, formatting is going to be key here, and it's going to be on you guys to make sure it gets done. Humans from J1 will go over what the parser has done periodically, every week, every other week, to make sure that everybody is up to date. This should just streamline the process and make it quicker. And then J1 people can go in and fix any individual discrepancies. All right, with that, wait for the town hall, Tuna. With that being said, we are continuing on. So J2. J2 does not currently exist and has been shut down. Not in perpetuity, but until such time as one, conditions have been set where J2 can be used effectively, and number two, when a J2 head or someone that is interested in being the J2 head steps forward. So at that time, that office is now defunct. All personnel within it have been released back to either their other offices or back to their line sections of the unit. As of right now, it is considered defunct. If anybody is interested in starting a J2 program, please contact myself, Bongo, Torch, and we will start working with you to get that process underway. With that being said, J2 for the likely foreseeable future will be disabled. But we are hoping that with the advent of the campaign and conclave systems in J4, we will be able to see them back in the future. Handing it off to J3.
Oh, hey, that's me. Hi, guys. J3 is training. Operations are normal. Nothing has been really bad. Trainings have been normal, and as for what we want to do in the future, uh, as much as trainings have been normal, more trainers is always better. I love having more trainers because it spreads out the workload. Because I definitely get burned out occasionally just doing a lot of trainings. Or life gets in the way. So if you want to be a trainer, contact me or someone, and where do we usually put that? Somewhere in J3. But contact me directly, and I can always get you sorted. As for the future, we want to do kind of a trainer drive. Uh, More details to come about that. But that's pretty much it for J3. We're just here.
Awesome. And just to add on to that, for anybody who's interested in becoming a trainer, we are looking at giving trainers perks, depending on how many people they've successfully trained over a period of time.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if we were gonna announce that yet, but yes.
With that being said, moving on from J3 now to J4. J4 head Coffee is not in attendance, so I will speak for him as per what was said in the command meeting earlier. So J4 has recognized that the unit is growing tired of certain types of ops being used consistently and constantly. That existing standards need to be shaken up at least a little in order to facilitate growth and prevent us from becoming stagnant, because that's how fun and the unit dies. As such, the campaign and conclave system was created, or rather reintroduced, with the new spin. And from Coffee's lips to your ears through mine, the conclave system is going to become mandatory upon return from break this year. So after the Christmas stand down, the Christmas and New Year's stand down, if you are a member of J4 and you are not currently in a conclave, one will be provided to you. Now, that being said, transferring to a different conclave, absolutely within the realm of possibility. So they're not entirely set in stone structures, but something semi-permanent is in the works. Coffee is just working on it. That being said, there was a vote internally within J4 as to whether or not the mod rotation should change, whether it should move to from 6 months to every year, or if it should move to every 3 months, every fiscal quarter, as a means to assist the unit in keeping fresh and in line with the vehicle changes. With that being said, the vote came to a conclusive victory with the mods staying at a 6-month rotation. Looking into the future, however, the J4 section is going to come out with a training codex that's going to include its rules, bylaws, and training principles and doctrine into a comprehensive and ecumenical document. This is to assist trainers and everybody to have the same standard or expected standard of quality and rule set to operate from moving forward, and not have it be all jumbled between, oh, well, it's in this channel or it's in this location, instead having it all in one holistic place, which means it is going to be a bigger document, and it is currently still in the works. But everything should be in there, and that should be the living document that everybody refers to when things are going on. Now, with that being said, mission settings have been changed and are being worked on to make sure that the experience is fun for you and the whole family. The weight and recoil were a big issue for a long while. We are hoping that with the changes that were made over the past for last night's op, we are hoping that everybody had a good time with that, that it felt like a fair amount of sway from exertion or damage without it being completely unbearable. If we want to move towards more or less sway, that'll be something to consider moving forward into the town hall. Gotcha. So I've had a request to go over the conclave system for J4. So for anybody that's interested in joining J4 or is a member of J4 and hasn't been keeping up with the times, the conclave system is designed to facilitate the campaigns. For instance, the most recent campaign that we had, Terminal Protocols, which was the 3 missions on the ass map of Svalbard, were part of the first installment slash trial run of a conclave doing things. A conclave is a group of 3 or more Zeuses that are coming together under a single and unified idea for a collective story, operating together in order to provide the unit with a campaign that should last at least 3 weeks and up to about 6 or 7. The purpose of this is to give us missions in which actions have consequences. Failing to take an objective will result in penalties in the next operation, lack of supplies, increased enemy assets on the field that we might consider OP normally. For instance, if you don't take out a Titan forge, there's going to be more Titans coming at your ass. Just stuff like that where you as the players and we as the unit have more of a world to actually interact with and more investment in the mission as it stands, rather than just be run-of-the-mill one-shot. So the difference between a D&D campaign and a D&D one-shot, the Conclave is the system for gathering game masters and dungeon masters together in order to create that story for us. And so moving forward, it's not going to be an optional thing. It's going to be mandatory that you are part of a conclave at any given time, and that conclaves are working together to come up with campaigns. So that way the unit has more cohesive stories moving forward. The other advantage of this system is to provide Zeuses with the ability to say, hey, I want to play infantry today. Like, I know where the story is going, but I want to shoot shit. Or I am busy, real life is coming up. I am unable to attend this op, and that way it's not all on one person's shoulders. That way there is a group working together to make the mission come to life. With that being said, the final note on the J4 section bulletin was that the mod team is looking to recruit people, whether that's for model development, scripting, texturing, etc. If you are interested at all in becoming a member of our mod team, please contact Coffee, Bongo, myself, or Torch, and we will get you in charge with our lead Ox mod author, he who shall not be named, Mr. Stampboard. Moving on from J4 into J5, my section. So, as you all know, J5 hasn't been the most active. However, we have been working on some stuff. We have, in the past, created the award system and a relative rubric for its implementation. And we have been developing training infographics and material for NCOs and leadership moving forward in order to create kind of a baseline and a NCO lexicon, so to speak, to hopefully convey ideas and plans quicker. That way we can get on the move. As of right now, we're looking to implement this in sort of a J3 style training wherein NCOs can come to myself or someone like Jolly or Ghetto and request one-on-one time with them, talk with them, and get a better idea of what to do moving forward in order to improve both their own tactical acumen and the experience of their squad. In the future, this will become a mandatory NCO school for leadership. Changes to the training will occur after the first level of graduates coming through as we develop the coursework and refine it. Unfortunately, for current NCOs and people interested in becoming an NCO, you are, as of right now, the guinea pig. We will also be expounding on the awards, what those awards mean. And we have also been working on the creation of new ranks for the enlisted members and what those mean, both prior to and after the rank of Grenadier for people that are interested, which we will go into after J6's section. And take it away, Torch.
All right, sure, yeah. So, J6, we cover both internal affairs and external affairs. So we're basically HR and PR. So in the past, what we've been handling is we've been handling most recruitment drives. We've been handling the sort of content creation aspect of getting people interested. So we've done the unit or the Imperial Reporter experience. That was a decently sized project that involved a lot of people. We have the commissariat still trying to run how we're handling rule enforcement, and of course Mitch has been our current progress on that. We're working on fleshing him out, and just trying to make sure everyone in the commissariat is independently as well versed as, say, I would have been, 2 years ago. What we're doing right now is just continuing to show the unit. Bongo's obviously streaming, and he's a growing channel. I stream, I'm a growing channel. I'm working on videos on the side right now, but I will be working on them mainly. That will hopefully get a bunch of more people into it. We've got Stantboard helping out with the Reddit, and that's all getting pushed out to the general populace. As you can see, we've been growing slowly but surely from the 45, 50 odd members that consistently exist, in a month-long rotation to the roughly 57 we're working with right now. And hopefully as time goes on, that'll grow. Future looking, and we're going to be not what's the right word for this? We're basically training our J6 media team to work in the arts. So things like visual design courses that I'm going to help with, and video editing courses so that we can get them more well versed in Photoshop and editing softwares that are free like DaVinci Resolve, and making sure that we can all work together, or people can make individualized projects about the unit, because all roads lead back to the 514th. And yeah, I think that's about it. There'll be manuals about it. There'll be classes, individualized help. Don't think I missed anything.
Awesome. Moving forward, Bongo, as owner, do you have anything that you would like to pass on since you weren't at the command meeting?
Thanks for having me, everybody. I am really proud of where the unit went from where I started, where it was like literally everything was on my shoulders, and now we've got J sections, we've got people that are in charge of like different groups of other people who can make things happen. It's really heartwarming to see that like this is actually just a bunch of people coming together to try and make a thing work, and I could not be happier with the community that we built.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Yippee.
Cringe. I love you.
I love you too.
With that being said, I did mention ranks coming into play. So there were a few ranks that were voted on at the command level that are going to be implemented both before Grenadier and after Grenadier. I'm currently working on a document to list all of these out, and I'm going to basically tell you what I have currently. So to start off, White Shield isn't going away, but it's being changed. There is going to be a new rank when someone joins the unit and when they agree to our rules. This rank is going to be our Echo 0, E0 conscript. What is a conscript? Conscripts are people who have just joined the unit, they've accepted the rules, they're given their service number, and they've picked their nickname. These people, in order to become a White Shield, need to attend a BCT. Why are we adding this rank? It's to make it easier for when we see someone join an op in and of itself. We know for a fact that they are a White Shield, they have completed their BCT, and they're ready to go. There's no more questions about it. If they aren't a White Shield in the Discord, then we're going to tell them, hey, bud, appreciate you showing up. We'll see you next week, or whenever you complete your BCT. As per usual, White Shields are now the people who have completed their BCT and need to attain their main op without a penal giving incident. So that is as it normally is. Moving on, we have Trooper. These are the people that have attended their first op and are about to be assigned to a squad. So all of this is as you know it, minus conscript. Moving forward, we have a new rank coming into play, entirely new. This is the Specialist. Specialists are troopers who have attended 5 ops. They have become ingratiated with the community, and it is at this point that newer members can request training, and they can request any kind of training. We are restricting the requests for specialization primarily because of 2 reasons. Number 1 is we've had a crap ton of people come into the unit. As a White Shield, they request all of the trainings, and then when they realize that as a White Shield, they're not allowed to run around with the full set of weapons and or running around with a basilisk, they fucking dip. So this is kind of to act as a filter and avoid wasting the time of our trainers. We want to respect their time as much as the player's time. So once you get your licks out of the way, your 5 ops playing as a rifleman, that is when you are able to get any sort of training you want. Moving on, we have Senior Specialist. Senior Specialists will be granted cosmetic and armory assets. They will be at 10 ops attended is when you become a Senior Specialist. Moving past Senior Specialist, we have Vet Trooper. And this might upset some people. But Veteran Trooper is now at 20 ops. So as of right now, the list goes from 0, 1 to 5 to 10 to 20. Veteran Troopers will be granted certain pieces of armory equipment. They will be also expected to be in the to actually have a sense of the unit and to be better with their people. So that is a great question, Mac, and I'll just answer it right now. If you're a Grenadier right now, or if someone in your squad gets Grenadier prior to us doing this changeover, which this is going to become effective the first weekend of January when we come back. Yeah, when we come back around the 10th. The people that have earned Grenadier before the 10th will get to keep their rank and do not need to get 30 ops. So as of right now, anybody who is here at a certain rank will be grandfathered in. Moving on, we have Grenadier, which is now at 30 ops, so an extra 10 from what it used to be. Past Grenadier, we have Senior Grenadier. Senior Grenadiers must attend 50 ops, and we will continue to work on giving them extra drip or potentially once we get the mod team big enough, we might be looking at like custom pieces of armor, not necessarily like a custom asset in and of itself, but paint jobs and paint schemes, as long as it doesn't lag the server out. You might be looking at better drip for you and your people the further on that they are in this. Again, once things open up, that's what we'll look at. Moving on past Senior Grenadier, we start moving on from Imperial Guard ranks for the enlisted into the Inquisition, because we are the Inquisitorial Strike Army. So at 75 ops, you'll hit the rank of Scion. At 100, you'll hit Tempester. And at 150, you'll hit Tempester Prime. Again, this is to give people something to look forward to. And we are also looking at giving these ranks special access to certain things inside of the Inquisitorial Armory on the kit dock. Both as a way to thank them for their veterancy, but we are also trying to work on a way to make sure that it's balanced. As of right now, what we're leaning towards with the Scion, Tempester, and Tempester Prime ranks and above, there is an increased chance that you will get access, regardless of what your squad picks, you'll get access to the Regicide Tempestus armor. And so if you're interested in seeing what that looks like, recommend you open up Arma, look at the Ace Arsenal, and check out those armor pieces. we'll be working on changing the values up a little bit, but generally that kind of style. Part of the reason that we're okay with this, even though it might look a little jarring, is because, again, lore-wise, from both a lore and a fun perspective, one, we want you to be able to stand out given your veterancy within the unit. And number two, just because you have access to these items does not necessarily mean that you have to take them. So if you want to run around with the Tempestus helmet and a Praetorian fucking red coat, you're going to look goofy as shit. But if you've been here long enough to be a Tempester or a Tempester Prime, there's a little leeway. You might get dogged on it for it, but you've earned it. To that end, it's also to fill into the unit lore. Again, we are an Inquisition group. So the idea being that these units have been with us this long that they are having stormtroopers added to their ranks as a means of supplementing their combat capabilities. So the op requirement will be from when you first joined. That being said, if let's say you're at 15 right now and you will not make Grenadier, but you're currently a vet trooper, you just stay at vet trooper. And then your numbers get counted as per normal.
Did we go over Acolyte and Agent of the Throne?
We have not gone over Acolyte or Agent of the Throne.
Also, because nobody has hit Agents of the Throne yet. That's like 6 years.
I know somebody who's close.
Yeah, it's you.
Fun ops generally do not count towards weeks. And so they will continue to not count towards your attendance. The exceptions being during the break, if a conscript shows up, gets their BCT done, and attends, they will be given trooper. For the rest, sorry, it's just how we've run it in the past. If it's a fun op, it's a fun op. As for, yes, you will be grandfathered into a higher rank. For instance, for those of you that are grenadiers like myself with 100 fucking ops or more, you'll be grandfathered or promoted automagically to whatever rank you currently fit into. The people that are going higher will go higher automatically. The people who are currently, like, for instance, I'm at 25 or 22 ops, and so I made Grenadier now. You will not be dropped down to Vet Trooper. You will stay at Grenadier, but you will stay at Grenadier until you hit Senior Grenadier.
It's basically like a one-way promotion. Like, you're not going to get demoted. You will only get promoted.
As of right now, no. Lieutenant is staying the same because at the end of the day, the vast majority of us are guard, and there's no need at present to change that up. I don't know. That would be an interesting unit poll if we want to change up the leadership to reflect that much. But realistically, that title doesn't matter or change anything. Whether I'm lieutenant or interrogator, my job will still be the same.
As long as there's no Inquisitor.
Which there never will be.
I find it fun. There's only
Luterator.
3 people in the unit who actually hit Acolyte, like, as of right now.
Alright.
That's gonna be really interesting. But yeah, I think that's basically covered.
Milo is beyond us. We are not worth his time.
Don't you talk shit about Milo, Chip. I will find you. Yeah, Mac. Yeah. He will hear of this.
So, for those of you at home that don't know the unit lore, Lord Inquisitor Milo is the one who came to the 82nd Krieg Hellfighters,
Oh,
grabbed
God.
up a bunch of them, and then grabbed a bunch of other regiments, and created the 514th Inquisitorial Strike Army as his personal paramilitary group. We are just adding on to the unit lore now with the addition of the Inquisition ranks and access to Inquisition armory assets
Fail.
to show that his trust in us has increased over time.
He still doesn't want to talk to us, though. We all stink.
You don't deserve his time.
He says you need to brush your teeth. At least it's what I dreamt about one time.
What?
Yeah, he doesn't ever talk to us, but I heard about it in a dream once. He says you need to brush your teeth more. I think.
Source I made it.
We're losing it.
Anyway, we're losing
the
So, moving forward, more information, especially the specifics about what you gain at certain ranks, will come out later. Considering not everybody is at certain ranks, their awards and privileges haven't exactly been thought out. That being said, it's something to look forward to. It is likely that Acolyte and Agent of the Throne will receive potentially special assets. Not like a OP fucking gun, more like, for those of you that know about it, the Bongonaut. There is a dreadnought that is Hello Kitty pink
Truly a
that Bongo
foul
does
beast.
not he does not get access to all the time. It is up to the Zeus to determine whether or not he wants that asset to be available. When it is available, Bongo, because of his time with the unit, gets access to it. So it's usually just a thing for fun ops. Yeah, it's Bongo's fursuit.
I don't actually have a fursuit. This is actually a sarcophagus. They seal me inside and I'm not allowed to leave.
What is a fursuit but a hairy sarcophagus?
Yeah, Titan.
I don't like
once
that.
it's implemented, come our return, if you have that number of ops, you will just immediately get it.
Yeah. Anyway, moving forward, that is the end of the state of the unit. Oh, actually, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got more.
There is a bit. So air is going to open up. For those of you that have not read the missive, this is the plan. You will, if you are a specialist or above, request air training through, right now, the only flight abbot is Watchmaster Ghetto. He will train you, and then he will test you. In the event that you pass the air test, you have the option to become a pilot. Right now, the only assets that we are allowed to fly or that will be given to us are the Cinerus vehicle transport and the Valkyrie. Those are the only standard air assets available to us. If you want to become a Valkyrie pilot to do either transportation runs for infantry or to do CAS on occasion, and those moments have to be authorized by me in command, this is the plan. Once you have completed your training, you will then go to Workhorse, become a sapper engineer with them. Once you are a sapper engineer, Bongo, if he has access to the Cinerus, gets to say whether or not you're flying. Once you have 4 weeks of flying with Workhorse, you will then request a transfer to Monarch. If I have a Grenadier slot open, and you are good enough for it, we will pull you up to Monarch, and you will become a Valkyrie pilot, but only after you have received both Vox and artillery training. You will not be flying every op. And when you are not flying, you will operate the Basilisk or the Trojan in order to support indirect fire support. This is part of why you are having so many exigent requirements and specializations. Air is a semi-permanent thing in that we want people that are trained and capable for it in case a Zeus gives us the option. And when it is available, we will use it. And you, as a Valkyrie pilot, will get to be the one to fly. And if they give us access to things like the Vulture gunship or the sorry, I'm blanking on the fighter, the
Thunderbolt.
Thunderhawk?
Thunderbolt. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they give us access to the Thunderbolt,
Wait, no, Thunderhawk.
then you will get to be able to fly it. You will be one of the first ones called up.
I also want to shove in there. We are painfully aware of this unit's history with air, which is why we've made these requirements so
Stringent.
bureaucratic in nature. It's really, really easy for someone to join and go, hey, do you guys have air? And then want to only run CAS and never run anything but CAS and whine and bitch and moan when they have to transport troopers. The idea is that if you are doing air, you are in a general support role, and your job is not to fly your plane that you are woefully autistic about, but your job is to assist the unit in the most niche ways possible.
That's funny.
Hey, it's been said twice now. Once written and once said.
Is this niche? Okay. But yeah,
Anyway,
I hope that makes sense.
that being said, if you are interested in becoming a pilot, whether that's for the Cinerus or the Valkyrie, we are now making it available. That being said, it is dependent on the slots available inside of Workhorse and the slots available inside of Monarch. If you join Workhorse, or if you want to join Workhorse and it's already full up, I'm sorry, bud. The other thing to consider is that if you are in Workhorse and we don't have the Cinerus, get in the engine bay, boy. You're an engineer now. If you want to get the training and you're a specialist, you can take the test. You just won't ever be called upon to fly unless we literally have none of the people that have gone through it. Yes, Spark. That is what it means. Is actually, if you get your 4 flight weeks inside of Workhorse and Monarch is full, you can go back to the infantry and wait. I just need to know that you have suffered in support of the unit. You have done your civic duty, and then you can go back to infantry and wait there until there's a slot open in Monarch.
Yeah, nobody's gonna have fun with like
hours in
7
the
people as
retirement
pilots.
home.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
service guarantees a flight license.
You Americans out there know you have to do like public service hours to graduate high school. It's basically that.
Yep.
You have to help the elderly.
It is also on Bongo to decide who is flying. For instance, if there is if 5 people join Workhorse right now in preparation to become those pilots,
Record.
then that means it's up to Bongo to decide who gets to fly what week. Again, the weeks you fly for workhorse do not have to be contiguous. No more J4 fly. Yes, it means no more J4 flying for their missions.
Sad.
Unfortunately, too many J4
Will
members
there
have
be any
crashed many
additional?
people.
Right. Okay.
We're not-
For additional regiments added, as of right now, no. For one, we don't have the assets for them. Join the mod team. And number two, we don't inherit. Honestly, it's just the assets. If we had more assets to make the uniforms, it's likely that we would have more regiments available.
Okay, are there any? Okay, yeah, Shadow. What does it mean for the Elysians and their Valkyrie?
So they will be a special case. If you pick Elysian and you've done your flight training with Ghetto, you can fly your Valkyrie for as long as your squad has picked Elysian. As soon as you guys are no longer Elysian, sucks to suck.
Poof.
You'll
Gone
have
forever.
to wait on
Hernandez.
Air Monarch. Toaster Boys when? Never.
Yeah, that's AdMech, bro. They're not even the same area as us. That being said,
Sorry, Wirebacks.
fucking tin skins. No, if we have any more questions about the air, now is your time. Tuna, never.
Never.
um, yeah, you both are on the same wavelength, huh? Yeah, air questions, and then I think we have one more topic we need to cover.
All right, going once. Multiple people are typing. All right. All right. If they continue to be about Space Marines, we're moving on to the next topic.
we'll give it a 2-minute window. 3:56 EST. We'll move on.
Shut up on bars.
Actually, if you guys want to do Space Marine things, go join a Space Marine unit. Sorry, not sorry.
Sororitas are
Sororitas
also not
win?
happening.
Never.
They're just female space marines with extra steps.
That can't go fast.
They can with the jump pack, as Dev Boso constantly told us.
Not that fast.
Tuna, you will wait
Tilted.
your damn turn.
Shoot that guy. Right now.
In thicken, yeah, that's J6. We got that.
That's the
Mhm.
plan for recruitment, and also why we're looking at establishing these other assets to be available for us.
Go to the Reddit and upvote.
True. Like, I hate to say it, but like genuinely, all it takes is you opening the link, hitting upvote, and closing the goddamn tab. It when we're on top of the on the top page of find a unit, it helps a lot.
All right.
Mhm.
So we have one more section, Torch, if you wanted to go over that real quick.
Yeah, sure. So, the next session, Tuna, is Acre versus T-Far.
Woo! Everybody's favorite topic. Woo!
Yeah, so this is a real conversation we're going to have about the real benefits, deficits of Acre versus T-Far, and seeing what the general populace wants. And this will go into a unit-wide vote if I'm not mistaken. So,
Yes.
yeah, we can just open the floor for that. I don't have any huge commentary on it until I hear something I want to counterpoint. And anyone who wants to
Ogrins
talk about it,
never, Psychers never.
true.
The skeletons.
Yeah, anyone who wants to talk about it can feel free to. Oh, what is it? So Acre and T-Far are the two voice mods that exist basically for Arma 3. In the past, we used Acre. There were huge stability issues, so we went to T-Far, which is what we use now. So anytime you open a radio, the fact that you have physicalized radios, that's all through T-Far. an acre, instead of having them in your kit, like in your radio slot or as part of your backpack, you get to carry a bunch of radios. You get more channels. Acre's far more complex with terrain being in the way and
Forests.
radio spikes, things like that. It's more what's the word? In with Ace as well. Um, so people have opinions on it. It's more of a big issue than you would think. All right. I'm going to bring Mac up here. Mac wants to speak.
Mm.
So like I would be fine with Acre if it didn't reset your radios every time. If that's been solved, I'm pro Acre. If it isn't, I'm anti Acre.
Should we bring Tuna up here at the same time?
Negative. We're not having an open debate about it. So
Okay, yeah.
you have made your comment, Mac. You're going
Yep.
back to the audience. Goodbye. All right, Tuna.
Sorry, that's so funny.
All right. So a more definitive answer
Yeah, the
on
orchestra.
Acre versus T-Far, because Torch, I love you, but you really butchered the dog on that one.
Not really. That was just simple
Acre
explanation.
has a more realistic sim feel to it. It also has several functions in there. I know that there's been issues where people struggle to get radio contact, especially when we're doing the really big maps. Acre has tools provided inside of the mod kit that allows you to break past those limitations. For the standard infantry, the perk of it is you set up one keybind, right? You have the radio in your kit, you load your kit, you press your keybind, and you can quickly cycle to your net that you want to be on, and that's all you need to do. The only real people who get affected like the most as far as equipment and kit is going to be your radio operators and your squad leads and stuff like that, because they have to carry more radios. But for the standard rank and file, it's actually easier to carry the one block and C radio, where the fuck it is, and just do a quick keybind and boom, there you go, you get to your block channel and it's set and done. And TFAR also randomly resets your radio while you're living. This has been a known issue. Acre does it every time you die. So like it's not a sometimes it'll hold the radio station, sometimes it'll drop it. Every time you die, it resets every time. So you know to muscle reflex reset your radio every time you get back up. And since it's key bindable, it's an easy boop and it's done. Whereas with TFAR, you have to actually open up the radio profile, type in the numbers, set your ear, stereos, volumes, the whole 9 yards. Acre lets you do it all through keybinds, so you don't have to have a giant radio model in your face. But yeah, no, Acre really is not that complex to learn. It's when you get into the more specialized radios that it gets crazy. Anyways, that's all I got for Acre. It's a much better mod.
All right.
10
Well,
out of 10.
thank you.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Thank
how
you,
I
Tuna.
butchered that. You said the same thing I said, but then added more.
Yes, clarifying.
All right. Well, thank you, Tuna, and back to the audience with you.
Can I
Logan brings up
advocate for Acre real quick again?
Sure.
The other thing that it does super neat from a Zeus's perspective is that instead of only having to hear from your character model or from the Zeus camera, you can listen on both, which is really cool. You can't do that with TFAR.
Oh,
You have to
that's
pick.
true.
Another thing that's interesting about Acre that I will point out is Op4 can hear you. So the mod basically makes the AI more aware of the noise coming out of your face hole.
Oh, they can hear the
Meaning
proximity
whether
chat.
you're on-
Okay.
Yeah, whether you're yelling or speaking, it makes you more visit or audible to the AI rather than just your footsteps or your gun or your engine. It means that situations inside of like a when you are conducting an assault inside of a town, if you're screaming orders across the fucking street to each other, there is a greater chance that AI up the street will start swiveling their guns towards you for when you round that corner. Uh, from my perspective, as someone who likes playing games on hard and loves the taste of capsaicin in my mouth, uh, it's fucking
That's not
great.
the only place.
I love it. The problem with Acre is that it is, from my perspective, and this is kind of what was discussed at the command meeting, is it is a Swiss watch. It is beautiful, it is elegant, but if one little piece inside of it is fucked up, the whole system's gone. And we had consistent issues with that when the mod authors were not updating in sync with Arma whenever it would have updates, which was what spurned the decision to eventually move back to TFAR.
I also want to note, I think it's kind of understated how complex it gets very quickly when you have more and more radios and you need to be in more constant contact. Yes, you can use radio spikes. You can hook up to longer range radios to get around terrain problems, to get around range problems. Absolutely, that happens, right? But that requires you to give up a large amount of inventory space in order to completely specialize into a radio operator role, and can allow you to completely overstimulate yourself at your leisure. This has, and likely will if we decide to go to Acre, destroyed Vox operators. And the type of Vox training that's required for Acre versus TFAR is a completely different level of depth. Again,
Oh,
for the
yeah.
average trooper, it's really not going to be that different, especially because TFAR with the short range radios, they almost never reset. It's only the long range radios that start to really shake up the field. And Linneman brought something up earlier that I wanted to cover, which is that OP4 and Blue 4 radios on TFAR versus Acre are different, because in TFAR, if you have an OP4 radio, you simply listen to OP4 radio channels. In like if you have a Blue 4 radio, if we get one out of our arsenal and you try to listen into an enemy radio channel, absolutely nothing will happen. Acre, that's different. So Zeus's can use the radio to communicate with people. Tuna, you made people go through like a 2.5 hour course. That's not easy to learn, and people still fucked it up.
To be fair, people have been fucking up TFAR, which is a quicker course as well.
Tuna, get up here.
Aha! There we go. Because it's way easier to respond without a minute fucking wait time in between each message.
It's a minute?
Yeah, it's a minute slowdown. Big sad.
There's no way to edit the slow mode for a stage.
Lamau.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
no, it's fine. So, anyways, so the big thing with the whole reason why Acre took hours to do is mostly because people weren't paying attention and constantly asking the exact same question over and over again. For the most part, though, for the rank and file, you can teach them how to operate Acre in 15 minutes. You get the radio, you set your 2 keybinds up to change the station and have it set up to your stereo if you want to do that, or even open it. And that takes 15 minutes to do. It's part of the big problem is with the radio operators and stuff like that, is that either they wouldn't set their keybinds, or when they were being instructed, they were faffing around, which is a common issue in this unit. But, like, I don't know. TFAR has been having issues as of late as far as dropping radio nets. It's been mentioned in command meetings a lot lately that it just randomly drops. You know, whereas with Acre, if every time you die and you know it's going to reset every time you die, it makes it easy to go, oh, hey, I just died. Reset the radio. I don't know. It's a big part of it too is that people, the only reason why people like TFAR more than Acre is because it's the thing that most units use because it was the first one that came out. Acre came out after TFAR because they were still operating in like 2 or 1, I think. But I don't know. Personally, every unit that I've been in that's used Acre, including this one, after that adjustment period of a month, it seems to iron most things out. But, people just like to complain about the whole, oh, I had to reset my radios every time I die. And it's like, you're doing that with TFAR. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the difference between 2 and 7 channels, though.
Not really.
Really?
You still have the same amount of channels.
No, you're
still
limited
have
on TFAR to 4.
Yeah. And with Acre, you can just listen to as many as you want.
Right, but and
Which is
something I said
great
earlier with the
your
short
NCOs
range on
don't show up.
TFARs, they just don't reset. They just don't.
Yeah, they do.
I've
do.
never ever had that happen to me.
I'm pretty
you
sure
have
if you
alternate
collectively go out
channels?
and ask,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I do. I'm on a short range. I'm on medical net on my short range radio. Every time I die, the entire op in the past fucking like 6 months, I have never once noticed my short range. I've actually noticed specifically that my long range resets where my short range doesn't. I'd much prefer having that, than clicking through all the channels, because what I remember from Acre is that you have to literally click up to every channel. You cannot type in the frequency.
My personal problem is just the masks are so fucking heavy. I already carry so much shit for workhorse stuff.
yeah,
It's
but
just
you're
such...
in a vehicle. Your vehicle has radios programmed into it.
It does that for
Right.
TFAR too.
If I'm in the vehicle.
Yeah,
But if I'm
what you
outside the
do,
vehicle,
yeah, and this is one of those things that was covered in the Acre training. That's why I know no one ever listens. If you carry a short range that's tuned to the same net as your long range in the vehicle will tell you
Tuna.
your short range.
It's not that nobody listens, it's that it's more complicated than you let
It's really
on, and
not.
you're incredibly interested in it.
it's not that
It's a lot of
complicated.
information for like the average Joe to take in, right? You don't remember every single stipulation about Acre,
Or radio.
especially if it hasn't been used in years.
Well, in this case, it's just that I don't remember because we haven't used it in so many years, and this was the only unit I've ever been in that
It's only
ever
been a
used
year.
Okay.
Wait,
Talking about.
So I'm going to attempt to move us forward so we're not here yelling at each other for
Right.
3 hours. Does anyone have any questions they would like answered via either Tuna, who is the expert extraordinaire over Acre, prior to us engaging in a unit-wide poll?
Hmm?
I'll give it a minute for questions to come in. You know what? We'll have that up on the table as an option C. That's not a terrible idea.
We'll also be able to talk more about it, Tuna, in the unit-wide poll discussions. So if Getty wants to advocate for Acre, he can always do it there. It's the great Christmas filibuster.
It's not
Now,
even Thanksgiving yet.
We will continue. Bush, you don't even know. Bush, you don't even know. Anyway,
No more Discord channels.
moving forward.
We're shutting the Discord down.
What if there was a proximity chat mod for Discord integration?
I would use it immediately.
Oh, that would be
Yeah,
baller.
that would
I'd
be-
we
actually,
don't have
yeah.
to pay for a fucking Discord license.
Very true.
Anyway,
Okay,
moving
Yeah.
forward. So, prior to us, or actually, I'm going to cut it here, kind of. Moving on. Does anybody have any questions over what was stated during the State of the Unit that they would like to have gone over by what's available for the command staff? Put in a request to speak on the stage. We'll pull you up. You can ask your question, and we'll move on.
Arma via email. Dear Lieutenant Belt, it would seem there are enemies on the Northwest Road.
You didn't give a
Please
grid ref.
advise. Sincerely, Torch.
Oh, that just
Reply, Torch, you didn't give me a grid ref. Please respond ASAP.
Pistol, 2 mags, and a note. Godspeed.
Yes,
this recorded?
this is recorded. It's on Bongo's YouTube channel.
it sure is.
Switching to AOL.
We're all in different single player sessions.
Email labeled urgent response needed ASAP.
Requesting read receipt.
Whom it may concern.
Stop
Regardless.
Outlook long range.
All right.
Okay.
If that does it, I will set up the unit wide. Oh, Wiggles, request to speak. Go ahead.
Esteemed council.
Wiggles.
All right.
So I was curious, for the promotions, I know that you guys listed out how many weeks we have to do. Will there be anything else other than attending for ops? I know that you guys previously said for like, hey, if you're a trainer, there could be some perks, or if are there other things we could do to lower it by like 1 or something? That's why I asked about the fun op thing, because we have maybe less than 10 fun ops within a year, maybe at that at times. And so just, I don't know, just anything else to add on to the promotion like
Well,
weeks.
you know what? The problem that I have with that is, as of right now, the Orbat wouldn't be able to count
was my
that
response,
as part of
yeah.
the attendance. But
So the Orbat
'Cause it-
automatically tracks attendances. Every time we have an attendance, that little green box, it counts on the far right side for the amount of ops you've attended. The thing that makes that
Oh.
difficult is that we then have to separately track that against the ops that you've already attended, plus any other stipulations for, if you're saying, I make missions, that should count me towards more. Then we have to keep track of how many weeks that takes off. And J1 already has some problems getting promotions done at the right time, because squad leads are meant to keep track of that. We don't always get that from people. We have to double check. It's not even a thing of like, we don't want to make it easier. It's that making it easier makes it harder. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I thought the way that, since I know all squad leads have to mark like who's here, I thought it was like a giant like paperwork Excel sheet thing that tracked all of us. I didn't know there was a program to help you all out with that. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So, to that end, we wouldn't be opposed to including fun ops towards it. The issue would be not fucking up the attendance numbers for everybody and keeping the program working properly.
Well, there's this really cool thing that I actually know that can help with that. So it's
Are
called
you-
Acre. So what we can do is
Shoot that guy.
Okay,
Shoot that
that's- Hey, goodbye.
Did you just what? Did you just remove him?
No, I sent it back to the audience.
Okay.
He was escorted off the premises.
Dude. It's like when someone comes to protest something
was-
and security escorts them out.
That was really funny.
So there's going to be we're gonna give it another
Should I trip
3
this guy?
minutes for anybody that has any questions. Just again request to speak and we'll pull you up here. Give us your question.
Max has moved to switch to pen
What?
and paper method for tracking attendance.
Epic in bed
Oh,
fail.
Julia awful.
Has Tuna been banished? No, Tuna chose to go there.
Ah.
Bow to the
Yeah,
god.
I wasn't trying to like discredit what he was saying, more so that he kind of made it seem like there were absolutely no downsides when there definitely are. Acre definitely has its use cases, and it's so much more immersive to work with. But
I will
Yeah.
say Acre is fun as much as it sounds like, oh my god, more work. There is a lot of fun involved. The problem
100%.
is that when it like when T4 fails, usually you can just update your files and get back in the fight. When Acre fails, your
The server
computer has a
everything
stroke
stops
and the
working.
server
Yeah.
dies.
Yeah.
People start crashing mid-op, and they're like, "We can't figure out what's wrong with our game."
hmm I was there when there were several weeks, if not like a month, where every single op would just crash 3 times an
Mhm.
op, and we finally figured out that it was because
Yeah.
Acre was out of
Um,
date.
That was like a
Mac,
3-month period too.
I was a
Nice.
trooper back when Acre was implemented. It was fun back then because again, if you're clearing houses and you have to watch your tone, so that way the dude on the other side of the wall
What's
doesn't
your
just start
profanity?
blasting you through it.
I was
Like to
there.
me,
Yeah.
that's fun. Like I have to be aware and actually immersed in the game.
And we'll see where the unit-wide vote goes. That's got a bunch of time for people to go over what they want, sort of plead their case in the discussion channel. So once we get there, if we vote Acre, then we can talk about if people want a trial period, things like that. But we have to get there first.
No, I'm gonna make the trial period part of the vote itself because I'm sure there are people that would be interested in it, but only if there's the ability to go back.
Okay, yeah. More server work. God forbid I have to do my job.
Mm.
Hey, that being said, we are coming up on time. I haven't sent or seen any requests to speak. So I think we're gonna do closing statements. Oh, Mac, goddammit.
Every time we say something.
Hey, we can do Anastasi.
Okay, that, yes. I said I was going to do that ages and ages ago. I still need to figure out how that works. Give me time to get out of college. Because
Motherfucker,
that
you've
will
had
be
years.
happening.
He's been in college. It takes time.
We don't need to talk. I do not need to trauma dump on the fucking state of the unit, okay? Just if you want to try to set it up, sure, go for it. All right? Like, not my
It's gonna
problem.
be shit, but I'll do it.
All right. Thank you. That was a great
Yeah,
question.
Anastasi
actually.
has never left my mind.
Go back to the audience, peasant. Anyway,
Peasant is crazy.
nah, I'm fucking.
Will said Antastasi be available for guests? Asks the Peanut Gallery.
No, Inquisition pass only.
Yeah, that was gonna be my response, which means the one in the peanut gallery asking can play.
You win this round.
What do you mean?
Oh, he's trying to get Jeebs to join. Anyway,
Very true. Yeah. All right. New rule: Jeebs has to join the unit.
Inquisitorial pass not allowed to join Antistasi.
Oh, true.
Stipulation 13.1: Jeeb's not allowed.
Yep.
Until he joins in full.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
He says El Bozo might as well ban me now.
The anti-Jeeps alliance. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, we'll be fighting the Jeebarian, the Jeebarian people.
Mm-hmm. The Mujahid
All right.
Jeebs.
That's a good one. All right. Closing statements. So, moving forward, we are looking at changing the rank structure. We are looking at changing the assets available to the unit. We are going to open up anti-Stasi, and we are looking to increase our capacity to develop in-house assets and mods. So if any of you are interested in that, be advised, if you are interested in learning how to make or edit mods, our mysterious benefactor who shall not be named, Mr. Stampboard, is willing to teach people. So please, if you're interested, again, contact Coffee and Bongo, Torch, myself, and he who shall not be named, Mr. Stampboard.
I can't help but notice you name him every time.
No, I didn't. I
Yeah,
said he who shall not be named.
Oh, named. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, yeah, you're
Mr. Stampboard, yeah.
Yeah, it must have been the wind.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we have two
That being
recruits.
said, moving forward, these effects will go into place 0 to Jan, technically. However, the first op back for the unit will be January 10th. That first Saturday after the New Year's weekend, and we hope to see everybody there. We hope everybody's excited for the future of the unit. I know I am. I'm looking forward to seeing how we roll with the punches, and I will get that Acre unit-wide pull-up in just a minute. We were able to do this meeting in record time. I appreciate all of you for showing up, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Quick, someone start an argument.
Nobody's excited for the big day as I am.
Don't know what to do, Mac.
Yeah, Mac, have a fucking terrible weekend. Just you.
In particular, it's all your fault. Yeah, I will be streaming the cons because this is over in record time, believe it or not.
That's so fair.
Very cool. Let me
All
extract.
right, Mac has been sent to the GIMP box.
Very cool.
I am filled with rage.
Several people are typing.
Yeah.
Get out of here, get me 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 out of here.
Gracious act. Yeah, it's so fair.
All right, yeah. If the audience has no more talking points, I believe it's adjourned. Once I see that poll go up, I'm leaving.
Dipping, dropping.
Well,
flipping,
actually,
flopping.
that's crazy. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you in the tower.
I'll see you in therapy.
All right. It looks like the town hall has adjourned. Thank you guys, everybody, for watching. I think I was disconnected. I was straight up disconnected from my own server. How dare they? Anyway, yeah, really appreciate everybody's, everybody being here and everybody's input. Hopefully Tarkov wasn't too loud. It's at like -15. Typically it's at like +20 decibels. I think it was alright. And I think because the town hall edit it kicked everyone, fair enough. I wouldn't put it past Belt to just have disconnected me from my own server as well. I'm gonna be real. Just throw it out there. It's 100% something in his wheelhouse. That is funny to him and a lot of people. But yeah, lots of stuff. Well, hopefully you guys are excited because I wouldn't be playing Arma, and I wouldn't be with this group for as long as I have. I would not ask other people to take on responsibilities if I wasn't so sure that, everybody was having fun doing it. And it just speaks to. I'm gonna gush again. I don't want to do this at the end, but I really like this big old group of friends that I've made. It keeps me sane. Kind of. Anyway, thanks for watching. Yeah, that's the town hall, and also some Tarkov gameplay in the background so that you can have something to watch. Anyway, thanks for watching. Do the thing. Terrible at outros, and some things never change. See you for the cons in 2 hours? 3 hours? 2 hours.